A pervert was messing with a beautiful woman. He tried to get frisky right off the bat. Unexpectedly, a man walked in at that moment. Seeing the woman being harassed, he stepped forward and punched the pervert hard. The punch made the pervert see stars. Right after that, the bar manager stormed in, grumbling and swearing. He told the man to mind his own business. Helplessly, the man had to let go. Then he took another look at the girl standing nearby and punched the pervert once more. After that, he didn't stop throwing punches. Every punch landed right on the pervert's face. The woman standing beside was so scared that her face turned pale. Then the man walked away in a cool manner, leaving the beautiful woman and the beaten pervert totally stunned. It turned out that the man was a washed-up boxing champion, and he had just been released from prison not long ago. He had a partner named Tom, who was like a brother to him. Together, they made a fortune using their wits and fists. But during a huge, life-changing fight with a massive prize pool, Jack accidentally killed his opponent with a wrong move. Just like that, Jack was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Today was the day Jack got out of prison. His best buddy Tom came to pick him up warmly. By this time, Tom had become a gang boss. Also with him was his right-hand man, Richard. Then Tom took Jack to the beach for a drink, and he hoped Jack would come back to help run the gang's business. But Jack refused. He just wanted to live a normal life now. Tom didn't push him. After all, out of prison, at that moment, one of Tom's men suddenly called, saying that someone was causing trouble at his factory. Tom told Charlie to stay with Jack and keep him company while drinking. Later, Jack went back to the hotel. However, strangely enough, Richard refused to go upstairs for some reason. Jack didn't think much of it when he saw this, but when he opened the door, a bunch of fireworks suddenly popped out right in front of him. Standing there was a girl dressed in a uniform. He wanted to leave right away, but Irene pulled him straight to the bed. At first, Jack resisted the scar on Irene's wrist. His heart, which had been quiet for years, was instantly stirred. Seeing this, Irene left on the excuse of taking a shower. The girl, Irene, didn't want to go back home, so she spent the night at Jack's place. Maybe because she had never met such a kind man before, Irene left her phone number the next day. On the other side, there was a perverted guy, the very one who had caused trouble at Tom's factory. He not only liked to chain girls to fish tanks, but also had a serious violent streak. The girl was badly beaten, almost to the point of death. This man was a police captain. He was Tom's protector in Seoul, and in the past 2 years, with the police captain's help, Tom had the chance to trade drugs with North Korean defectors. Right now, he really didn't dare to offend the police captain, but the police captain was also a drug addict, and he was extremely short on money at the moment. He even wanted to team up with Tom to take out all the North Korean defectors, then take the money and flee. But Tom thought this plan was way too risky. What's more, the leader of the North Korean defectors, Richard, was a former Special Forces soldier. To put it bluntly, Tom's gang was no match for Andre. That's why he wanted Jack, the former boxing champion, to join them. One day, Jack went out to look for a job, but things didn't go well at all. Just as he was feeling down, he suddenly thought of Irene. Then he dialed the girl's phone number. The two had a few drinks together at a restaurant. He thought his life would no longer be lonely. But who would have thought that Jack found out that Irene was the girlfriend of the boxer he had accidentally killed? After Irene left, Jack fell apart emotionally. Jack had no choice but to drown his sorrows in alcohol. But just then, his phone suddenly rang, and it was Irene calling. Without saying a word, Jack rushed over immediately. At that time, Irene was being cornered by a man in the hallway. Jack wanted to go over and teach the man a lesson right away, but he held back when he remembered he had just been released from prison. A minute later, the man came out, and Jack followed closely behind him. He planned to teach the man a lesson when there was no one around, but he never expected that the man he beat up was actually the police captain. This was a huge mess now. Before Jack could even catch his breath, the police captain's phone rang, and it was Richard, one of Tom's men. It turned out that Tom's gang was at the beach, preparing to make a deal with the North Korean defector Andre, and the police captain had to be present at every deal. But now that the police captain didn't show up, Andre pulled out a knife right away. Tom felt helpless too, but since things had come to this, Andre had to leave first. Jack told Tom about beating up the police captain. Tom said it was okay because he had plenty of money to fix it. At first, Tom really tried his best to help sort things out. But when he noticed Jack's feelings for Irene, he decided to give Jack an ultimatum. Jack wanted to leave right away when he saw this, but he stopped after walking a few steps and chose the second option. Then Tom arranged a meeting between the two. Unexpectedly, the police captain knocked out one of Jack's teeth and even forced him to swallow it. After resolving the conflict between the two, Tom took Jack to make the deal with the North Korean defectors. He thought that with the police captain having paved the way in advance, they would get the goods smoothly this time, but unexpectedly, they were told that there was a problem with the original goods. It would take at least 4 days to restock. When Tom heard this, he quickly took Jack to meet Andre. While introducing each other, Tom also proposed a request to increase production. Andre took a special liking to Jack. Upon asking, he found out that Jack and Andre's mother shared the same police protector. Jack only got a good scolding. As soon as the police captain left, a passerby suddenly stabbed Jack with a knife. Luckily, the knife didn't hit any vital organs. They found out that the attacker was just a kid. It turned out that the boy was the younger brother of the boxer Jack had killed. Of course, Jack didn't press charges against him, but the police captain still took him to the police station. At that moment, Irene, who had been taken back for questioning by other police officers, just walked out. The boy recognized Irene at first sight. One day, while Jack was recovering from his injuries at home, he suddenly received an invitation from Irene to go see the sea. The two chatted by the sea. Suddenly, Irene asked Jack to go buy some beer, and while Jack left his phone behind, she installed a wiretapping app on Jack's phone. Then Jack came back. The two even took a rare photo together. Of course, all of this was what the police captain had told her to do. The condition was that Irene could see the investigation records of her boxer boyfriend's death. Meanwhile, Richard, Tom's man who had been beaten, was extremely upset. Even though Tom comforted him repeatedly, Richard still couldn't calm down his anger. After all, it was his man who had been beaten. Jack had to go to apologize to his business partner Andre in person. Andre wasn't angry at all. He even took the initiative to invite Jack to work with him. And this scene was seen by Tom from a distance. At first, Tom felt a bit unhappy, but Jack didn't hide anything from Tom. As soon as Tom heard that Andre really liked Jack, he immediately said they should make the most of this opportunity. Tom not only wanted to team up with the police captain to take down Andre, he also planned to get rid of the police captain, the drug addict, as well. Tom never expected that. Their conversation was wiretapped by the police captain. The police captain immediately went to find Andre and told him everything he had heard from the wiretap. Actually, the police captain didn't care who he worked with. He just wanted to get a large sum of money and flee to Thailand. Since Andre didn't want to kill Jack, the police captain took the initiative to go talk to Jack. The police captain showed Jack the investigation results of the boxing match back then. Jack's victory in that match actually had Tom's help. It turned out that Tom had bribed the boxer's coach before the match and told the coach to put drugs in the boxer's water. If he hadn't done that boxer might not have died. Jack wasn't surprised at all after reading the results. After learning the truth, Jack didn't hold a grudge against Tom, but he felt really sorry for Irene. That night, Jack went to see Irene again. The two finally resolved their misunderstandings. Even though Jack didn't hate Tom, he no longer trusted him at all. Tom noticed that something was wrong with Jack. He immediately guessed that Jack was infatuated with Irene, so he went to test Irene's courage. But in the end, the woman who led the club took the blame for everything. On the other side, the police captain wanted to listen in on Jack's conversation, but when he turned on the app, he found that the wiretapping device wasn't working anymore. It turned out that Irene had deleted the wiretapping app that night. To punish Irene, the police captain immediately told the younger brother of the dead boxer about Irene and Jack's relationship. The boy was furious to learn that his brother's beloved girlfriend was with his brother's killer. Then he rushed into Irene's house and tried to strangle her, but unfortunately, he was killed by Irene in self-defense in the end. Irene called Jack over, along with the police captain and Andre. They helped Jack dispose of the body. After all, it was impossible to hide such a thing from the police captain. Now that the police captain had evidence of Jack's involvement in a murder, Jack had no choice but to side with the police captain, and the police captain also said he would arrest Irene the day before the operation to use her as leverage. On the other side, Tom also found Jack. After letting Jack vent his anger to his heart's content, Tom hoped that Jack would help him out for the sake of their years of brotherhood. Jack didn't refuse. Then, the three of them, Jack, the police captain, and Tom, got in a car and finalized the plan. The police captain would get the money, Tom would get the drugs, and Jack didn't want anything. He just wanted to rescue Irene and flee abroad with her. According to the plan, Jack soon went to see Andre with a fake surrender plan. All of Tom's territories would be given to Andre, and Jack only asked for a sum of money to take Irene abroad. Of course, everything Jack and Andre talked about was under the surveillance of the police captain and Tom. Soon after, the two sides met at the dock. They started fighting without saying a word. Jack found the police captain with a bag of money, and the police captain released Irene in front of Jack right away. Before long, Irene, who had just been released from the police station, was picked up by Charlie. But the police captain, who had already gotten the money, wanted to kill Jack to silence him. However, the police captain was asking for it. In the end, Jack shot him in the head and killed him. Jack took the money and the drugs to meet up with Charlie. Unexpectedly, the next second, Charlie suddenly stabbed Jack with a knife, and the knife pierced Jack's heart. It turned out that, earlier, Tom didn't just ask Jack for help. He also found Charlie, who Jack trusted a lot. Tom threatened Charlie by using the girl Charlie liked as a hostage, forcing Charlie to kill Jack in the end.